Hi, Leo. This is Jess with your January 2016 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day. So, Leo, straight out the gate, I definitely see that this is a month that you guys are making family, your home life, your overall stability is very much the focus. If it's not you, then your mate or someone significant to you is really a focus. But you guys are, there could be discussions about home, family, where do you go? Some of you are trying to decide, do you stay with your family? Do you stay with your home? Do you stay in this situation? Okay. As it relates to home. But I feel like a lot of you are either rectifying situations in the past where money was a problem. So it was challenging your own well-being and your own stability. But you guys are definitely, I feel, rectifying any problems from your past that was problematic, that either was because you didn't make enough, you didn't have enough, or there was you and another person that was a problematic situation from your past. And so now you're really focusing on building a level of stability for home, for your own well-being. Okay, some of you guys have are deciding or trying to decide, where do you move to, where do you go, where do you want your life to be in the next 4 months to 4 years for some of you. And you're basically doing checks and balances for the month of January, getting caught up on things that possibly you know that you've neglected in the past, and that created a huge problem. Some of you could be dealing with possible foreclosures, again, moving, either purchasing a new home, that sort of thing. I feel like now you're focusing on the betterment or the new beginning, if you will, in life, because there's some new opportunities that has come your way, new great circumstances that some of you could have been experiencing since the month of October. However, although there's been good things kind of like showing up and revealing themselves to you, and now you have more money to get grounded, more money to focus on perhaps stabilizing your home. It could be renovations to your home. It could be buying another home. It could be deciding what you want to do with home, or starting a home with someone, starting a new life with someone. Some of you, I do see that there's marriage here, definitely on your mind. You guys no longer are going to be single, married. Some of you that were single, you're no longer going to be single, period. Some of you have gotten over a past situation from a past relationship that really kept you in a dark place for quite some time. It could have been up to 5 years. For some of you, 5 months, but most of you, 5 years that you were dealing with a situation where you just kind of could not get out of this dark place. Okay. And now you either have met someone new, but when I say new, you could have been with the person for 2 years, but now you guys are discussing, let's move in together. Let's get married. I no longer want to be single. I no longer want to be in this dark place. I want something new. I want something real. Life is starting to take a better turn for you guys. I feel like with the situation with so congratulations for some of you Leos out there that are about to be off the market 100% and pursue a married life. Congratulations. Although I do feel like there can be some situations where you're not 100% happy with, some of you could be like things are going good, and yes, you're happy with this marriage and you do have a very good connection with this person. Like, you love them, they love you, you guys are on the same page. I feel like there may be some things either with the planning of the wedding, that sort of thing, that you may not get 100% what you want, or this dynamic may not be the best. So for some of you, you may feel like things aren't changing and new things aren't happening to the swiftness that you would like. Some of you, I feel, are starting new, or starting over, I should say, with an existing relationship that was very problematic. And I feel like there's an opportunity because you guys reconnected. I want to say either for some of you the past 6 weeks, others of you the past 6 months, or since the month of June of 2016. And there has been definitely some situations that you guys still have to work through. Okay. You would like for things to just like change just like that. You snap your finger and we're back in, la la land and happiness. And you're not 100% getting everything that you want, and things aren't changing. Like, this drastic change and things being beautiful and great isn't happening the way that you would like, but I feel like there's a sense that you really are ready to commit, okay, to this new situation. Although I do feel like there is it's still problematic issues that you guys are trying to work through, or that you will need to work through. I feel like there's some issues with Leos that you guys kind of have to contend with, although you are, some of you could be pledging your love to one person. There may still be some obligations to either another, or circumstances that it could be work. So it doesn't have to be a threesome situation, but it could be, I'm trying to pursue a love and focus on marriage and all of that stuff. But then I work so much that I have to find the balance of how do I now, really be able to focus on love life and pursue and nurture this home life that I'm going to embark on, and also, work and still have this obligation. Others of you, I feel, is pledging yourself to a particular person, be it an old relationship that now you're redefining this relationship, trying to make it stable, trying to commit to it. But then there could still be addictions that you hold on to. There could still be things that you still have to kind of like sift through. This previous relationship could have been damaged by external relationships from the past, and now that energy is still existing, and so that needs to be dealt with. I feel like external to you guys, there could be an element where you're feeling your mate could be quite cold. You may look at your mate like they're calculating, like you have to watch your back with them. Although it seems kind of strange, because it seems like in one hand, there's an element of feeling really hopeful for what this thing can be. But because it's not 100% developing in the way that you possibly want, you may, and you know that there's problems with the situation. There's some issues. Either you still are connected with someone else, or again, the relationship was damaged through issues of finance. The person, you may not feel like the person is bringing the same level of security to the table that you're able to bring. So there's an element of there being this imbalance in the relationship, or there being a toxic element to the relationship. Like, we could be good together, but because we're different, we have such differences, or we have, the damage in the relationship, that sort of thing, where you may be feeling as though it's good one minute and then it's problematic. Now, external to you, the person may be feeling maybe very calculating, maybe trying to emotionally disconnect from you, because they feel like they have got to keep their standing. They've got to keep their footing on the situation. They can't allow themselves to become emotional, because there's an element of them not necessarily trusting you. There's something here, and I'm speaking particularly to those Leos that are either trying to repair. Sorry about that, guys. I feel like some of you may be feeling like your mate is a bit distant. And I'm speaking specifically to those Leos that, not the new married Leos or soon to be married Leos. I feel like for those of you who are embarking in a new love relationship that is resulting in marriage, and when I say that, I mean you guys are discussing it. You've already proposed. Like, these things have already happened and it's in motion. Like, you're off the market. You are soon to be married. I feel like there can be family that feel like you're not the best for the person that you're going to marry. And I feel like someone may be giving you a hard time. It could be if you're dealing with this woman and you're about to marry her, or vice versa. Their family member or someone significant in their life may be challenging you, may be feeling like, challenging your intentions rather. And I feel like you're going to stand your ground no matter what. Like, you've committed to this and you're going to stick to it no matter what. But I feel like it's not going to come without obstacles, without people questioning your motives, questioning your intentions, your true intentions. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with some past situations involving this relationship. Maybe the way that you guys kind of got together could have been problematic. There's some problematic issue there. Okay, now for the others of you but for those of you that have that situation going on, there's going to be a moving forward in this marriage, and you guys will eventually get married. But I feel like it could be her family or his family are against you to an extent, and it could be a significant other woman that is going to try to stop this moving forward, that is not happy about this at all. And I feel like some of you are going to become very aware of it. It could be your mom, it could be a sister, someone significant to you, or your lover, your soon to be significant other, and they're going to want to stop this new phase of your relationship. Okay, and the person is going to do, it's not going to be like it's not going to be under the radar. Like, the person is going to act in such a way that it's going to be very apparent, like use harsh words and just in ways that is outside of their character, that shows that they are very much unhappy with this moving forward, with you moving on to a new stage, either with this person and it could be another person. Like, if you guys definitely had a threesome situation, someone may be voicing their opinion that, hey, they're not happy with the fact that you are moving on, that sort of thing, especially if you still were dealing with you and that other person, and then you decided to commit to someone. Now someone else wants an explanation. But I feel like for those of you that are getting married, you're going to move on, okay? And you guys you're going to work things out. You're going to be fine. Now, others of you, again, that are trying to repair an existing marriage, relationship, that sort of thing. And there's, again, talks about, reestablishing a bond, recommitting to family, that sort of thing. I feel like the person may not necessarily 100% believe, and the person may be emotionally guarded, and they're guarded, you're guarded, you're gonna, again, fight for what you believe, even though there's going to be a lot of questioning of your intentions, especially, again, if there has been infidelity in the relationship. There's going to be a lot of, again, I feel you either dealing with this person or the person's people is what I keep getting in this message. People around this person could be making you feel as though questioning your authenticity toward your movements. Okay, I feel like by mid-June there's going to be an element of you guys moving on. Like, some of you are just moving up, moving on, like you're going to move on regardless, with someone, without someone, but you're going to be moving on. And I feel like in moving on, some of you, if you're having this problematic situation with a particular person, and they're being cold, like you want to start something new with someone, but they're being cold and distant from you, and you're still trying to like fight the good fight, and you're still trying to like prove to them or try to make them realize that, yes, this is what you want, that sort of thing. I feel like it's not going to be without, again, you having to keep answering the same questions and that sort of thing. And I feel like by mid-June, it may all come to a head with you and this person, or with you and the person and their family, that sort of thing. And there's going to be a need for either the person that you're with to decide, hey, I'm going to break free and I'm going to move past it, because I feel like this problematic situation is not coming from you and your family, although it can be with some Leos that their mother is against this union getting back together, like your family is totally against it. Okay, but I feel like it's more coming from most of my Leos that can relate to this. It's the other person's family or external people with the other person that's against it, and you're trying your best to kind of like keep, prove or show or keep focusing on this. But again, there's going to be, by mid-June, almost like something comes to a head. Someone may say things and act erratic in a way that's just like, okay, it's going to be like a decision. Do you stay, you go? So you may have a mate where they may have a situation where their mother or someone significant to them is, again, very much unhappy with the fact that they're moving on. They're moving on with you, and they may look at you as an opponent, as someone that's trying to come in and take away the person that they care about. And they may not see you as somebody that means good for this person. Or your mother may say that, you know, what you're doing is wrong. You're not making the right decision for yourself. And this is not the right person for you. And I feel like there's going to be an element, if that's the case, where some of you may feel at one point, or even your mate may say to you at one point of like, this is pointless. We can't work this situation out and we can't continue to pursue this because this is not going to work. Okay. But I feel like by the end of the month, you guys, some of you are going to be moving. So for those of you that's getting married, that sort of thing, I feel like either from 6 weeks out or by June of next year, June of 2017, probably more like six weeks. Some of you are going to be moving, relocating. Okay, because like I said, there is this talk about home and where do we go and what do we do and that sort of thing. And when you move, it's going to be like the best thing that you guys can do, because you're going to finally move away from conflict and move away from the problematic situations, and there will be an alchemizing, coming together and becoming one officially. And I feel like the conflicts that you guys have been experiencing in this relationship, there's going to be healing, and there's going to be a real movement and investment in moving forward. I feel like if there was a secret relationship with someone, that situation is going to stop. I don't feel like you're no longer going to pursue something that was a secret. Okay. I feel like, it's really, what I'm saying with Leos is that you guys really are aligning yourself with a particular person, and you're saying that I'm going to pursue this relationship with this person. And I feel like once you prove yourself to them, okay, is when everything will change for the better. Okay, so for those of you that right now you're trying to save a relationship, you have found someone that you feel like, hey, this is the one for me, but there's problematic situations that you have to deal with. I feel like you guys are going to move forward. Now, it could also work out that you guys are deciding to move on with someone new, but then you have this old relationship that it could be a marriage or an old relationship that you guys are having to deal with on top of this new relationship that you guys have with someone that you really want to marry this person, you really want to be with this person, but you have to deal with these external forces first. You're going to have to deal with an ex-wife or ex person in your life that really doesn't want to let you go. They really doesn't want you to move on, but either way, you're going to move on. And even in that, once you move on, I feel like it's going to take some time, but eventually the conflict that you was having is going to subside. Okay, so the theme here and the message here, I feel for Leos are, don't be hasty in trying to, or don't be hasty in your actions. I feel like you need to pace yourself, and I feel like you need to align yourself with a particular person. Okay. And I feel like if there's someone that you know that you really want to be with this person, be very clear and use this time to either let go of any situations that you've been clinging on to in the past, old past relationships, past habits and patterns that no longer serve you, that you know is not beneficial for you to bring into a new relationship. If you're trying to save an existing relationship, make sure that you are if your intentions is to really be with a particular person, then deal with whatever problems you have to deal with. Let some things go that you no longer serve you, and fight for that. If you know that you have a relationship that you now want to repair, fight for it, and don't allow external people, circumstances to try and damage what you really want. Okay, because if you do fight for it and you get past these people, because I just see obstacles in trying to pursue something that you want, obstacles in a relationship with another person. If you want to repair it, there's obstacles because people don't believe you, that you're trustworthy, or that you have true intentions. There's obstacles because you want to move on to someone new, and you still have to deal with like family dynamic or people external to you allowing that to happen, or it could be your own family that doesn't want you to move on because they don't want to lose you, they don't want you to go. But you have to do what's best for you. And if you know that you've been pursuing two people, but you have now started to take serious an alignment in one direction, then you know settle whatever you have with any external people and let those situations go. Don't just keep somebody in the wings and just secretly hold on to someone and just slow down from pursuing them, but just leave it alone altogether and cut things out of your life that you know mean you no good. Because if you do it just as a temporary basis, just to focus and save your family or save this relationship, and then you get in a really good place with this relationship, this third party situation that right now I feel like you're not making your focus, or you're really just like saying I'm not gonna, I'm leaving that situation alone right now. If you have it even in your mind to want to eventually go back to it, it literally is going to destroy everything that you're working toward now, which looks very beneficial for you. Okay, so that is your huge message. Now, as far as career is concerned for Leos, I feel like a lot of you guys are becoming very stable in life, period. You don't have everything that you want right now in career or where you want your life to be, but I feel like it's coming there, as long as, again, you do not be so hasty. I feel that you take your time and build something, understanding that Rome wasn't built in a day, and so it's not going to be overnight that you get everything that you want. And because at times things are going to be going slow for you to build where you want to go, be at the company you feel you want to be at, get the type of money that you want, wherever you want your life to be, that in your mind, idealistically, that is your success story. Being patient and steady, but committing, not giving up and pursuing it all the way to the end, and getting out of this feeling like it's going to be too much for me to have to, like, waiting and just keeping your head down and doing what's right and being patient. Not allowing that time in between to allow other things to come creep in your mind and to sabotage, because there's a great opportunity for you to sabotage a very promising situation if you allow past thoughts, past hang-ups. Don't go spending money that you know you don't have to spend, because again, I keep feeling like Leos have a trajectory of where you want your life to be. Some of you may not have a timeline, you may not have it mapped out, you may not have it written down and planned, but you definitely have an idea, a vision of where you want your life to be, and you can obtain it. However, you have to, I feel, overcome, again, this energy or this air that you feel you are supposed to have it now. No, you're supposed to have it when you're supposed to have it. But if you are not grateful for the things that you have right now, the little things that you have right now, if you appreciate those things, respect the fact that everything can't happen overnight, and you're willing to do the work, because you know that there is a promise in the long term, then you will be very successful in all of your endeavors. Those of you that's looking for work, I feel like there's going to be an opportunity for you to get work, but once you start working, it's going to be a lot of work for you to do. You may not necessarily like your boss. You may not like your coworkers. You may feel like you're working with people that are very childish, young, and they only want to do is talk and gossip and that sort of thing. And some of them may be very backbiting. You feel like you have to watch your back. You feel like you have a manager that is just too much to deal with, and you feel like, I have a good opportunity. Some of you have your own business that you're running as well as working a job, and you feel like this job is just the worst because it's really taking away from building this life that ultimately you really want to build. Okay, and you just feel like you're being a slave, like just in a sense of a slave, meaning like, I'm always going to work and I'm always putting 150 million% in. And then I have no gratitude for all the efforts that I'm making. And I have people questioning me left and right. And it's becoming a lot for you to deal with. But I want you to remember long term. I want you to remember that these things are going to subside as long as you stay the course. You will evolve. You will be able to transcend anyone that is trying to come against you. You will be able, you're protected, one, so they can't do anything to harm you specifically. You're protected, and you will evolve from that. But you have got to stay the course. I feel like you have got to see the beautiful little parts of it. I am working. I can, I'm building, and slow as I go, I'm maintaining, and I'm getting better. Focus on the good things, the little good things, and expound upon that, and have patience, knowing that these things are going to work out. These things are going to dissipate. All of these problematic situations, which are not huge problematic situations. The hugest problem that I see is you allowing negative ways of thinking, or again, feeling like you have this will never end. All that this is ever going to be is what it is. And that may cause you to do something hasty that's not going to work out, and you're going to lose money. So don't do that. Okay. Do your best not to do anything hasty. Do your best not to say anything hasty. And if you are dealing with problematic people, know that eventually these people are going to fall by the wayside. And I feel like there could be it looks really good for you guys in the month of January 2017. Again, I just feel like just again focus on clearing away old situations. But I feel like a lot of you, it's just your hangups. Some of you, it's your hangups. Some of you is sifting through old situations that you kind of have to deal with once and for all. And it's not going to be without some challenges on your part, but you will come out of it on the other end better than you did before. And again, I feel like you need to be very transparent about what you want, at the very least to yourself. Be very honest about what you want. Be very honest about how you're going to get there, and know that it's going to take time. And I feel like you be realistic with yourself in that. I feel like you guys are definitely going to make this month be a whole lot less problematic, if you will, and know that some people are just really going to be scared to let you go, but they will have to let you go. So that's what I have for you guys for the month of January 2017. I also want to say that be true to yourself in 2017. Be true, Leos, to yourself. If you do not, and if you try to find yourself trying to be everything to everyone, or have everything, like have your cake and eat it too, or be everything to everyone, you're literally going to delay an ultimate happiness that really is what you really want. Like, you really will. Don't be afraid to let go of things that you know are no longer what you truly want, and be vigilant and be fearless in pursuing the things that you know that you truly do want. Okay. So that's what I have for you guys for January 2017. Hopefully this has been helpful for you. If you would like to leave a comment below and share your thoughts, please do so. We would love to hear from you. And